ભાવેશભાઈ તમારો હાથ ઊંચો કરો.
Yes.
એક જ મિનિટ ભાવેશભાઈ, તમારો હાથ ખાલી ઊંચું રાખજો. It will be easier for us to spot. Yes please. તમારું નામ ચેન્જ કરી લેજો because it is Galaxy કરીને નામ આવે છે.
Okay. Can we spot him?
Yes, yes.
Very bad. Okay. Jitesh has logged in. Jitesh in the way.
1 minute. Jitesh bhai, please raise your hand. It will be easier for us to spot.
Yeah, whenever I call the name, please.
Yeah, please raise your hand. So हमने केम की थोड़ा जना ना नाम अजी they have not raised.
Next name, Ashok bhai.
Next name Ashok bhai.
This is Pratap Gokuldas Raichura, present.
Yes kaka. Pratap
Okay,
का कानून ले लिया.
Next is Alpesh G Mehta. Alpesh bhai G Mehta.
Present sir.
Yes, yes. Next please.
Next is Subhash Amritlal Shah. I repeat, Subhash Amritlal Shah.
Please sama raise hand karjo. It will be easy for us.
Okay, I'll move to the next.
Next please.
Samir B Dave.
Yes, present. Ashok bhai.
Yeah, could you just raise your hand, Samir B Dave?
Ashok bhai.
Yes.
Sanjay Patel here.
Okay.
एक ज मिनट संजय भाई, and we are
14
trying
number.
to spot you.
Yeah, 14
No,
number.
can you please raise your hand so I can easily spot you? Yeah, I have got you. 1
My
minute.
hand.
1 minute. I think your video is off.
वीडियो ऑन करो ने हाथ ऊंचा करो तो अपने बताने खबर पड़े. You can spot you off.
Yes, please. Next.
Yeah, it is Sanjay Patel. And Samir V Dave.
Yes, present.
Can you
Yes,
spot
1 minute. I have spotted. Yes, please.
અમીરભાઈ હાથ ઊંચો કરી દો.
Yeah, I got it. And next is Nilesh K Kapasi.
Good morning.
Please, sir, raise your hand. Yes, thank you.
Yeah, got it. Next is Rajesh Modi. Next is Rajesh Modi.
Yes, present.
And next is Prakash K Kapasi. Next is Rajesh Modi. Jitesh bhai.
Ji.
Rajan Desha, I want you to spot Rajesh Modi.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
present.
got it. Yeah, got it. Prakash K Kapasi.
Uncle, please raise your hand if you are in the meeting.
Prakash
Yes,
K
please.
Kapasi.
एक ज minute. Thank you.
Yeah, got it. Next is Pratap Gokuldas. Pratap Gokuldas.
जी 6
Yes, Pratap Gokuldas, present.
Next is Bhavik K Mummiya.
I'm here. Pratap Gokuldas.
Okay. जी अजी सुधी. अच्छा नतीजा.
Pratap Gokuldas here, present. Got me?
Yeah,
Yes,
spotted.
yes, uncle.
Yeah, spotted. And next is Bhavik K Mummiya, also spotted. So moderator, the quorum is established.
एक minute. I just want to share that we are also live on YouTube, so everybody can see us live on YouTube. Yes, Prakar bhai. No. We are okay to go with live. Not a problem.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yes,
quorum
yes.
is
Yes,
established.
Sachin bhai.
Ashok bhai, is it over? 27 people.
Yeah. 27 people over and quorum is established.
મીટિંગ
Okay. અચ્છા તો આપણે આગળ વધવા માટે
Jinesh,
हाँ Chintan bhai.
I request you to please mute everyone
Yes, please.
except for the moderators.
Yes, please.
Ashok bhai, can you please tell the count out of 27, how many are present? And then Ashok bhai, can you please tell me the count, how many are present? And then we can start out of 27 signatories to attain the quorum.
Ashok uncle, please unmute yourself.
Okay. Out of 27, 24 are present over here.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hello.
Okay.
Thank you for everyone who is 24 present here in this meeting.
એક સ્મોલ રિક્વેસ્ટ જે બી પ્લીઝ પાછળ બેકગ્રાઉન્ડમાં ટીવી જોતો હોય પ્લીઝ મ્યુટ યોરસેલ્ફ બીકોઝ અમને બેકગ્રાઉન્ડની અવાજ વધારે આવે છે. ઇટ્સ અ સ્મોલ રિક્વેસ્ટ ફ્રોમ અસ પ્લીઝ.
Okay, Ashok bhai, shall I move on? Ashok bhai, shall I move on?
Yeah. So the first quorum is established.
Okay, second
And,
quorum.
and the second quorum, minimum 100 people members should be present, and we are more than 100 members, so that quorum is also established, so meeting can carry on.
મીટિંગ ને આગળ વધવા માટે સેકન્ડ કોરમમાં 100 મેમ્બર્સ જોઈએ તો જ મીટિંગમાં જે બધું પ્રસ્તાવ હોય એ પાસ થઈ શકે. તો આપણે 100 ની ઉપરની સંખ્યામાં છે સભ્યો એટલે આપણે મીટિંગમાં હવે આગળ વધીએ. તો હું રજૂઆત કરું છું. આર ઓલ ઓકે?
Sachin bhai, 1 minute. Sachin bhai, 1 minute.
Yeah.
185 participants as per this minute's count. We are there in the room. 185.
Fine.
Minus 24 signatories. So that is the
161.
balance of members quorum in the
161.
meeting.
161 members other than
161. We require is 100. And we are over 100. So we can proceed with the quorum and we can start the meeting right away.
Okay. I'll on behalf of all the members of Samaj, આ મીટિંગની આપણે રજૂઆત કરી રહ્યા છે. So to start with, a very happy morning to all of you on this very auspicious day of Republic Day. We'll start this extraordinary general body meeting of Samaj. એટલે જે ગુજરાતીમાં કહે તો અસાધારણ સામાન્ય સભાની આપણે રજૂઆત કરી રહ્યા છે. To start this meeting, we'll request the first item on agenda is to start this meeting with a prayer. It will be a digital prayer. આપણા જે પ્રોફેશનલ સપોર્ટ છે પરાગભાઈ, તમે પ્લીઝ પ્રેયર રજૂઆત કરો તો આપણે બધા સાંભળીએ, પછી ભગવાનનું નામ લઈ બ્લેસિંગ્સ લઈને આગળ વધીએ.
वक्रतुण्ड महाकाय सूर्यकोटि समप्रभा निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा.
થેન્ક યુ પરાગભાઈ. ફરી પાછું બધાને જય શ્રી કૃષ્ણ, જય જિનેન્દ્ર. આજની અસાધારણ સામાન્ય સભા ગુજરાતી સમાજની આપણે રજૂઆત કરી રહ્યા છે. And we are starting this extraordinary general body meeting. To start with, we need the person to take the lead in the meeting. તો આપણે સમાજને રિક્વેસ્ટ મોકલેલી કે આ મીટિંગ આપણે 26 જાન્યુઆરી કન્ડક્ટ કરવાના છે. તો પ્લીઝ મેક અરેન્જમેન્ટ્સ ટુ રેકોર્ડ ધીસ મીટિંગ. તો અગર એ લોકોએ કઈ અરેન્જમેન્ટ કર્યું હોય તો કોઈ પ્રેસિડેન્ટ કે સેક્રેટરી કેરટેકર ઓફિસ બેરર કોઈ આવ્યા હોય તો પ્લીઝ આ મીટિંગનું સંચાલન કરી શકે. They can arrange to record the meetings. So I just want to find out, is there anybody from the present caretaker office bearers of Samaj who has come, maybe the caretaker president, caretaker secretary, ko aaya hoy? If they are there, please raise your hand so that you can conduct.
No one, Sachin bhai, you can please go ahead.
The people who have issued the notice to conduct the EGM, Elokomathi, from them we have to choose a chairman. So from the 27 members, may I request somebody to propose a name to chair today's meeting? Can anybody propose?
I propose Mr. Praful Bhai Sejpal.
Praful Bhai Sejpal.
Okay. Yeah. Proposed by and seconded, both have been seconded. Both have approved for Praful Bhai Sejpal. Yeah. So the chairman of today's meeting will be Praful Bhai Sejpal. And we have some roles to play to make this meeting to happen in a neat manner. So કોણ શું રોલ આજે બજાવવાનું છે ઈ પણ જરા વાંચી લઈએ. આજનો requisition extraordinary general body meeting. In today's requisition extraordinary general body meeting, the chairman of the meeting will be Praful Bhai Sejpal. The moderator will be Sachin Kotecha. The EGM notice, which already has been issued, will be read out by Chintan Lodaya, and he will be supported by Bhavik Mumaya, who will be reading the resolutions of the today's meeting. Then the members' attendance will be recorded by our Ashok Bhai Vakaria. YouTube and a Zoom platform. The technical support is being given by our volunteer Jinesh Bhai Dattani. Overall backend monitor will be Divesh Bhai Thakkar. The minutes will be recorded of today's meeting. Minutes will be recorded by our Yashwan Bhai Dave. And the Zoom platform, the professional host admin will be Mr. Parak from Bangalore. These are the people who are going to play the role in today's EGM. So with the permission of the chair, we'll move to the next subject on this. I request our chairman, Sri Praful Bhai Sejpal, to please welcome the gathering.
ઓમ આજે આપણું ગણતંત્ર દિવસ છે, બહુ સારો દિવસ છે અને આપણી મીટિંગ માટે આપણે 26 જાન્યુઆરી નક્કી કર્યું છે અને ટીવીમાં પણ પરેડ ચાલુ છે, એટલે બધું સારું થાય એવી મારી ઈચ્છા છે. હવે આપણે તમે બધાને ખ્યાલ છે કે અત્યારે આપણે જે મીટિંગ બોલાવી છે એનું કારણ તમને ઓલરેડી જણાવવામાં આવ્યું છે કે આપણે સમાજને રિક્વેસ્ટ કરી હતી કે EGM બોલાવો, પણ એ લોકોએ ન બોલાવવાથી આપણે આજે સેપરેટલી આપણે ઝૂમ ઉપર મીટિંગ બોલાવી પડી છે. એટલે હું બધાનો આભાર માનું છું જે ભાઈઓ અને બહેનો આમાં જોઈન્ટ થયા છે અને આ બધું સારી રીતે કામ પતી જાય એવી ભગવાન પાસે પ્રાર્થના કરી અને હું આગળનું કામ સચિનભાઈને કહું છું કે આગળ વધારે.
Thank you, Praful Bhai. Before we start to the main agenda, just for the latecomers who are tuned in now, I'll just અમુક guidelines share કરીએ છીએ. આપણા સમાજના જે members હોય, the people who are the members, the participants who are attending to the EGM, they should be the members of Samaj. So only the members of Samaj are supposed to attend this EGM today on virtual platform. Number two, we want to record the attendance of all the participant members. For that, in Zoom, there is an option in the bottom, right hand bottom, we have an option called More. In that More, you click, you will get few more options. In that, there's one option called Chat. Go to the chat option, just write your name, type your name and number and send it. That's it. That is your attendance. Go to the chat option, type your name and mobile number and send it. This will be a attendance for us. Okay, moving on. While meeting is on, resolutions will be read out to you. Before passing, if anybody has got any doubt, you can raise your hand. Each option must also raise your hand. Option. If you raise your hand, the admin will focus spotlight on you and you can tell whatever doubts you want, you can ask. એટલે નીચે ઓપ્શનમાં એક રેસ યોર હેન્ડ નો ઓપ્શન છે. જ્યારે રેઝોલ્યુશન તમારી વચ્ચે મૂકવામાં આવે, તમને કઈ ડાઉટ હોય તો તમારો હાથ રેસ યોર હેન્ડ નો ઓપ્શન તમે દબાવજો. એને જોઈને આપણા એડમિન તમને સ્પોટલાઇટ આપશે, એમાં તમે તમારું જે પોઈન્ટ હોય રજૂઆત કરજો. Hope all are clear on the technical part. So we'll move on to the next agenda. That is the main subject.
Before that, I would like to add, આજના સમાજના સ્ટેટસ ગેટના ઉપરના સ્ટેટસ આપને અલાઉ નથી કર્યા, એ અપડેટ કરી દેજો.
ઓકે, તો આજે આપણે ઈજીએમ બોલાવેલી, સમાજને કીધેલું કે તમે અરેન્જમેન્ટ કરજો, પણ એમને એક વોટ્સએપમાં ઘણા મેમ્બર્સને મેસેજ આવ્યું હશે કે વી આર નોટ ગિવિંગ યુ પરમિશન. એટલે સમાજ આપણને પરમિશન આપ્યું નથી ટુ એન્ટર ધી પ્રમાઇસીસ. ઈજીએમ તો છોડી દો, એ દિવસે પબ્લિક હોલિડે છે, કોવિડ છે કરીને સો યુ નોટ સપોઝ ટુ એન્ટર. એટલે આપણે ઓન ધ સેફર સાઇડ વી થોટ ઓકે આપણે કોન્ફ્રન્ટેશનમાં નથી જવું, આપણે સારા કામ કરવા છે સમાજના માટે, એટલે આપણે નથી ગયા, એટલે આપણે વર્ચ્યુઅલમાં કરીએ છીએ. અને આજે આપણા અમુક મેમ્બર્સ ગયા હતા, એના ફોટા બી શેર કર્યા છે બીજા ગ્રુપમાં. ગેટ, બંને ગેટ બંધ છે, ટોટલી લોક છે. ત્યાં અંદર કંચન કિચન બી બંધ છે. એટલે અગર આપણે ગયા હોત, સમજો 27 જણા બી ગયા હોત, આપણે નોટિસમાં માંગણી કરેલી કે અમે ખાલી 25-30 જણા જ જશું, કારણ કે કોવિડ નો ટાઈમ છે, આપણને બી ખબર છે કે હાઇબ્રિડમાં આપણે શું કહેવાય સંખ્યા મોટી સંખ્યામાં ન જવું જોઈએ. સો વી રિક્વેસ્ટેડ ઓનલી 30 to 40 people will come, but for that also they didn't allow. And if we had gone now, suppose if we had gone now, the gates would have been locked, we couldn't have entered. So it's a good decision by all the members that we respected the Samaj reply and we are going on a virtual mode. Our direction, our goal is certain. Only thing is we have changed to virtual mode. That is.
Let the pictures be recorded and shared.
Yeah, if somebody can
on
take
this platform, on this platform.
Somebody can share. See, these are the pictures. આજે ગેટ બંધ છે, સમાજનું ગેટ બંધ. આજે મોર્નિંગનું છે, અરાઉન્ડ 10:30, 10:15, 10:30 નો પિક્ચર છે.
સચિનભાઈ એક જ મિનિટ. આઈ થિંક અશોકભાઈ તમને કંઈ કહેવું છે? યોર હેન્ડ ઇઝ રેઝ.
યા પ્લીઝ.
ઘણા જણા વિડિયો મોડ ઓનમાં નથી રાખ્યું, તો એ લોકો વિડિયો મોડ ઓન રાખે, so it's easy for me to record the screen.
સંભળાણું નહીં, જરા ક્લિયર બોલો.
એમનું રિક્વેસ્ટ છે કે બધા વિડિયો ઓનમાં રાખે એટલીસ્ટ ફોર 5 મિનિટ્સ, સો દેટ આપણે રેકોર્ડ કરી શકીએ કે કોણ આવ્યું છે મીટિંગમાં. સો ઇટ ઇઝ ઇઝી ફોર હિમ. પ્લીઝ, ઇટ્સ અ સ્મોલ રિક્વેસ્ટ.
વિડિયો 15 મિનિટ સુધી બધા ઓનમાં રાખજો પ્લીઝ.
A small request badane ke please keep your videos on at least for 15 minutes so we can take your entry of the presence in the meeting.
Okay, is it clear? હજી એક વસ્તુ, આપણે પેરેલલી YouTube પ્લેટફોર્મ બી છે, તો જે લોકો YouTube માં જોતા હોય એ લોકો બી પોતાનો એટેન્ડન્સ નોંધ કરી શકે છે. ભાઈ એમાં એક કમેન્ટ સેક્શન છે, simultaneously going on live, that you have to record your attendance. If you are participating on YouTube, only if you are participating on YouTube, you have to write your name and number in the comment section and leave it. That's all. This is for people who are participating on YouTube. Zoom no to we already told you what to do. Okay, moving on. Now the main subject, main agenda. Next is to read the requisition extraordinary general body meeting notice. We'll read it in full so that every member present knows the matter to be discussed. And કહી દઉં કે આના સિવાય જે resolution સિવાય we cannot discuss any other matter as per the rules. Without, except for the 3 resolutions, we cannot discuss any other subject into this EGM. We don't have permission. Samaj bylaws has not given us permission. એટલે આપણે we'll stick on to the subject, we'll stick on to the resolutions. એટલે હવે નેક્સ્ટ એજન્ડા છે આપણો એજીએમ નોટિસ ને એકવાર વાંચી લઈએ આપણે, એટલે બધાને તાજું થઈ જાય, અને પછી આપણે રેઝોલ્યુશન ઉપર જશું. એના માટે આપણા વોલેન્ટિયર ભાઈ ચિંતનભાઈ લોડાયા, I request him to please read the EGM notice today.
Sachin bhai, a small request, please only continue maximum in English.
Okay.
And everybody who has been attending the meeting, a small request ke maximum જેટલું થાય, please attend it over the English version, so it is easier for us to keep the records.
Okay, so may I request Chintanbhai Lodaya to please read the EGM notice.
Yeah.
Except for the resolution.
Jai Shri Krishna to all. Yeah, this is Chintan Lodaya. on behalf of the 27 signatories.
Sorry to interrupt, Sundar. Please avoid the resolutions. Okay. Only the notice.
Yes, yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. So Jai Jinendra, Jai Shri Krishna. This is Chintan Lodaya. On behalf of the 27 signatories who had submitted this notice to the Samaj, I shall just read out for your ready reference. On 8th January 2022, we, the 27 signatories, the members of Sri Coimbatore Gujarati Samaj, had submitted the letter to the President and Secretary of Sri Coimbatore Gujarati Samaj as under respected President and Secretary, the subject being notice of the requisitioned extraordinary general body meeting of the members of Sri Coimbatore Gujarati Samaj on 8th January 2022. Subsequently, this is as per the appeal letter which was signed by 412 members of Sri Coimbatore Gujarati Samaj, which was already submitted to them on 27th of October 2021. And hence, we had given this requisition letter to hold the extraordinary general body meeting dated 10/12/2021. So I'll just read out the letter. We are hereby enclosing the notice convening the requisitioned extraordinary general body meeting of Sri Coimbatore Gujarati Samaj, which will be held on 26 January 2022, that is today, at the registered office of Sri Coimbatore Gujarati Samaj, Metupalam Road, Coimbatore, at 11 a.m. with the sole agenda and purpose resolution mentioned in the notice, along with the other communications sent by us to the members of the Samaj through hybrid mode. Notice of the requisition extraordinary general body meeting. Notice is hereby given that the requisitioned extraordinary general body meeting of the members of Sri Coimbatore Gujarati Samaj will be held on Wednesday, 26 January 2022, as per clause number 9(b)(2) of the rules of the Samaj at the registered office of Sri Coimbatore Gujarati Samaj, 662 Metupalam Road, Coimbatore, 641002 at 11 a.m. with the following agenda and to transact the following resolutions through hybrid mode. Now, hybrid mode, as per rule 9(b)(2) of Samaj, requires that the presence of at least 13 out of the 25 signatories calling out for the requisitioned extraordinary general body meeting. It is hereby proposed to adopt the hybrid mode. The signatories calling for requisitioned extraordinary general body meeting would be present at the registered office of Samaj and conduct the proceedings of the above meeting through virtual mode through Zoom facilities and or YouTube facilities. The high capacity Zoom link for 500 plus members along with its login details of the above meeting will be shared to you in the next few days. So the YouTube channel name for all the participants in the EGM is Doom Events. The agenda to start with a prayer and the resolutions as proposed here and now. See, I'll read out the resolutions a little later, so we can go point by point, which will actually be read out by another member of Sri Bhavik Bhai Momaya. I'll just go through the rest of the notice so we can clear it a little faster. Can you just move on to the next page, Parag Bhai? Yeah, we hereby requesting you to kindly do the following in this regard. Point number 1, display the enclosed notice convening the requisition extraordinary general meeting of Sri Coimbatore Gujarati Samaj, which will be held on 26 January at registered office of Samaj at 11 a.m. with the agenda and purpose proposed resolutions mentioned in the notice of the official notice board of the Samaj immediately. Point number 2, to circulate the above details to all the members of the Samaj through WhatsApp group of the Samaj and the SMS facility used by the Samaj. Point number 3, to display the above notice on the official website of the Samaj. Point number 4, to provide necessary facilities for conducting the above REGM on the above date at the registered office of the Samaj. Please note that not more than 50 members are likely to be present who shall follow all the protocols of COVID-19 as permitted by the guidelines issued by the state government. Point number 5, to follow rule 9(b)(2) with regard to conduct and recording the minutes of the proposed REGM. Okay, now the note on various developments which has actually led to this REGM. Can you just scroll down, Raghav? Yes. Number 1, we as the members of Sri Coimbatore Gujarati Samaj, after knowing the contents of the letter dated 27/10/2021, from the 412 Samaj members sent a requisition letter to the President Secretary on 10/12/21 to hold a requisitioned extraordinary general body meeting for the subjects mentioned therein. To our shock and dismay, the office bearers have totally ignored our requisition and sent a vague reply dated 23 December 2021 to Mr. Praful Sejpal, rejecting the said requisition to hold the requisitioned extraordinary general body meeting in the guise of Omicron and COVID-19 situations. Next page. The office bearers allege in the said reply that the annual report has been circulated to all the members for the objections and no objection has been received from any of the members, and the same has been treated as a consent of all members for the extension of the term of the present office bearers for another term, and there is no necessity to hold requisitioned EGM in the present situation of Omicron and COVID-19. We wish to state at this juncture that the time of 20 days given to the members in the 69th annual report by the secretary in page number 3 is only for the queries on the financial report and not on the extension of the term of the governing body, and hence the shelter taken by the office bearers stating the above is incorrect and misleading to the members. Point number 3. Firstly, neither the office bearers nor the governing body has the power to extend the term of any governing body. On the contrary, they are duty bound to hold the election as per the rules of the Samaj. Taking a right into their hands which is not available is a gross violation of the rules of the Samaj and needs to be condemned. In fact, even the general body does not have the power to extend the term of any governing body, and for the office bearers to take shelter under these are against the rules of the Samaj. We submit that the president or the secretary has a duty to call for the requisition extraordinary general body meeting within 15 days from the date of receipt of the requisition letter from the members, that is 15 days from the 11th of December 2021. Now I shall read out the rule 9B2 of the Samaj bylaws is as follows. A requisition extraordinary general body meeting can be held on receipt of a written requisition addressed to the president or secretary with the signatures of at least 25 members entitled to vote with their names and addresses. This requisition shall contain the reasons for calling such a meeting subject to the discussions and resolutions to be moved. Point number 1. The requisitioned extraordinary general body meeting shall be summoned to meet within 15 days from the date of receipt of such requisition. In this meeting, at least 13 out of the 25 signatories of the requisition should be present, and the business specified in the requisition shall only be considered. If there is no quorum, or if at least 13 of the 25 signatories to the requisition are not present in such a meeting, it shall stand dissolved without adjournment. And the B22 is, if such a requisition meeting is not summoned by the office bearers of the Samaj within the specified period, the 25 signatories of the requisition may summon such a meeting according to the rules of the Samaj. The governing body shall arrange to record the business of such a meeting. If there is no quorum, or if at least 13 out of the 25 signatories to the requisition are not present in such a meeting, it shall stand dissolved without adjournment. The venue of such a meeting shall be the registered office of the Samaj. The next point, we submit that as per the above rule, it is the bounden duty of the president or the secretary to hold the meeting on requisition. Further, the office bearers must administer the affairs of the Samaj faithfully, honestly, and diligently. There should always be remain accountable to the members for their omissions and commissions. The office bearers are not justified in refusing the requisition of extraordinary general body meeting. We submit that the office bearers have acted with material irregularity by refusing to abide by the members' demand for a requisition extraordinary general body meeting. The society has its registered bylaws, rules, and the conduct of elections, and is regulated by it. The last election of the society was conducted in the year 2018, and the election is due in the year 2021. Thus, the term of 3 years has come to an end. An election has to be conducted for the term starting from 2021 to 2024. Though many requisitions have been sent to the office bearers for conducting the elections of Samaj, but have all proved futile. We submit that we are informing the purpose of EGM, the resolution, and the importance to all the members well in advance so that they can apply their mind and effectively express their opinions and concerns in the meeting, accordingly approve the resolutions proposed. Now, the reasons for calling the requisition extraordinary general body meeting. As the AGM of 2021 has not been held, which ought to have been held on or before the 30th of September 2021, to carry out the agenda as usually carried out in all the AGMs, And as mentioned in clause number 9A of the rules of the Samaj, and as the elections for electing the governing body members for the term 2021-24, as required under clause number 8B of the rules of the Samaj, along with the elections for electing 3 trustees of SBKV, which is Sri Baldevdas Kikani Vidya Mandir Trust, for the term 2022-24 have not been held, as required under clause number 8C of the rules of the Samaj. In spite of mandatory requirement under the rules of the Samaj and the appeal letter submitted by 412 members of the Samaj on the same subject of holding elections as required under the rules of the Samaj. Now, the subject for discussion is given in the requisition extraordinary general body meeting notice attached herewith. As the AGM for 2021 has not been held, which ought to have been held on or before 30th September 2021 to carry out the agenda as usually carried out in the AGMs, as mentioned in clause number 9A of the rules of the Samaj, and as the elections for electing the governing body members for the term 2021-24 as required under clause number 8B of the rules of the Samaj, along with the elections for electing the 3 trustees of SBKV, which is Sri Baldevdas Kekani Vidya Mandir Trust for the term 2022 to 2024, with effect from 1st of January 2022, have not been held as required under clause number 8C of the rules of the Samaj. It is hereby proposed to discuss the above subjects and move the resolutions proposed. As per the rules, if the meeting is not held within 15 days from the date of receipt of such a request, the requisitionists are entitled to convene the meeting themselves. We respectfully submit that apart from conducting the elections, the following matters require urgent attention of all the members and cannot be deferred until the next general body. On a combined reading of Rule 17 and Rule 32 of the bylaws, the governing body shall have 15 members in total, comprising of the president, the secretary, and the treasurer. Further, as per rule number 32A, the general body at its AGM shall appoint an advisory constitution body of 6 members who act as advisory body to supervise the functioning of the Samaj. These 6 non-elected members are appointed every 3 years at the annual general meeting, and that their names would be announced in the annual general body meeting, along with the results of the elections for the Samaj and the SBKV trust to be conducted. We submit that as per Rule 8B of the bylaws, the term of the office for the existing members of the governing body elected in the year 2018 have come to an end, and the fresh elections are yet to be conducted. The reply letter dated 23rd December 2021 sent by the secretary to Mr. Praful Sejpal reveals that the existing members of the office bearers are attempting to prolong the current term and are violating the relevant provisions of the rules. Under these circumstances, we humbly request you to attend the requisition extraordinary general body meeting of Sri Coimbatore Gujarati Samaj, which will be held on Wednesday, 26th of January 2022 at 11 a.m., which is today, at the registered office of Sri Coimbatore Gujarati Samaj, 662 Metupalayam Road, RSpuram, Coimbatore, 641002, with the agenda and proposed resolutions mentioned in the notice. Thank you. Sachin Bhai.
Yeah, thank you, Chintan Bhai. Now, before we go to the resolution, 2 things I want to say. Meeting was actually, we have to hold it only in the registered office of Samaj, whereas because they have not given us permission, we are compelled to go for the virtual mode, and virtual mode is also legal. On the 4th of August, August 4th, the district registrar of societies, they have sent a letter to Samaj that you can conduct general body meeting on virtual mode also. So legally, what we are doing on the virtual mode of Zoom, this conducting of AGM is very legal and fair, as per the permission of the government. Number 2, after sending this notice on 8th January, we sent this notice to Samaj to arrange for today's meeting, but they have not done, and through their lawyer, they sent a reply that we calling the AGM itself is illegal. They have given a lot of points. I'm not going into that because it's not part of our today's agenda. Therefore, the 27 members are outrightly rejecting the lawyer's notice, what they have given. They are totally rejecting, and they're going ahead with today's AGM. In continuation of their thought, we are going for the next agenda. That is, we are going to move the three resolution one by one. May I request our chairman to give us permission to move the resolution one after one. Chairman, sir.
Yes, according to the rule we are doing, and as you said, that we are holding this meeting with the perfectly with the rule and regulation. So I request to go ahead with the resolution.
Okay. Thank you, Chairman, sir. May I request our volunteer member, Sri, and one of the signatory members, Sri Bhavik Bhai Momaya, to read out resolution number 1. And after that, we'll throw it open for approval. That is the passing of the resolution. May I request Bhavik Bhai?
Thank you, Sachin. Am I audible?
Yeah.
Clear.
Resolution number 1, resolved to call the annual general body meeting of the Samaj on March 13, 2022 to transact the following agenda. 1. Prayer. Agenda 2. Agenda of Rule 9A. Annual general body meeting shall be held before the 30th September every year, and the under-mentioned business only shall be handled. 9A has 7 points. Point number 1, considering and adopting the report of the governing body of the activities of the Samaj during the previous year. Point 2, considering and adopting the audited annual accounts of the Samaj for the previous year. Point 3, to appoint an auditor for the new year and fix his remuneration. Point 4, considering and adopting the budget of income and expenditure for the new year. Point 5, to consider proposals moved on behalf of the governing body. Point 6, to consider proposals from any member duly seconded by 2 other members received in duplicate at the office of the Samaj during working hours 72 hours before the meeting. A copy of such proposals will be exhibited on the notice board of the Samaj at least 48 hours prior to the meeting for the information of other members. However, proposals relating to subsection A, amendments and additions to the memorandum of Samaj. Subsection B, amendments, additions to the rules and regulations of the Samaj. And subsection C, sale or purchase of immovable property of the Samaj. It shall be considered, and if accepted, shall be placed at a special resolution on the agenda of and passing. See also Rule 27. Point 7. Any member can obtain explanation about the activities and other matters of the Samaj during the meeting by submitting the subject in writing in duplicate at least 48 hours before the meeting. However, the president may disallow or stop such questions or discussions which are against the interest of the Samaj or the public without assigning reasons.
Thank you, Bhavik Bhai. Can you just read the first line once again? Just the one line, first line. Resolution number 1, no, first line.
Resolved to call the annual general body meeting of the Samaj on March 13, 2022 to transact.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
27 February.
Sorry. Resolved to call the annual general body meeting of the Samaj on 27 February 2022 to transact the following agenda.
Yes. So I just make it in a nutshell. The resolution is to call for an AGM of Samaj on 27 February with a prefixed agenda, which we have already read out by Bhavik Bhai, and with the date of February 27th, the place will be Gujarati Samaj and time will be 11 o'clock. So that is as per the rules of Samaj, this is what we have resolved. Now this, if it is passed, I mean, if it is approved or objected, depending on that, it will be informed to the Samaj through the minutes of this meeting. The Samaj has to take a call on this. Okay, so now I request the chairman to please propose the resolution for approval and objection.
I request all the
Before
members.
that, can I Chairman, 1 minute of yours, with your permission. Bhavik Bhai stands corrected in the date. Earlier he had misread the date. He stands corrected and the date given in the notice served to Samaj is 27th of February 2022 and not what earlier he said. I repeat, Bhavik Bhai stands corrected on the date and the notice issued to Samaj and it is displayed again on the screen is saying that 27th of February is the date we have to transact the following agenda of the annual general body meeting.
I
Thank you.
admit it was an error from my side.
Okay, now we will go ahead with.
Praful Uncle, I think 1 minute. Rajesh Uncle Modi had raised his hand. Any queries, Rajesh Uncle? Can
No,
we
this
please
amendment is resolution is passed by us.
No,
sorry,
before
sorry,
that, before that.
Before that, 1 minute.
Any
Praful
doubts
Uncle,
in
you
this?
can-
Any doubts?
No,
in
no,
this?
nothing, nothing. Continue.
Sure, Praful Uncle, you can please
resolution
continue.
तो हाथ ऊंचा करो.
एक
Resolution
minute.
को
I think Nitin Uncle Lodaya is having a doubt.
Okay.
You can please speak over.
Before we go with the
Please,
moving of the
mention-
resolution, we'll ask the doubts of public.
In the first line, when you mentioned the date, also mention the time there itself. I think time was missing. Though orally Sachin Bhai has said so, take it at 11 a.m.
Okay,
Will
we'll
that
look
be
into it.
okay?
Sure.
Yeah, we'll look into it, sir. We'll look into it, sir.
Please, thank you.
Anybody, any doubts? कोई ना
I
कोई
think
doubts
I will
है?
read that line again. Resolution number 1, resolved to call the annual general body meeting of the Samaj on 27th of February 2022 at premises of Sri Coimbatore Gujarati Samaj at 11 a.m.
Good. Thank you.
This is exactly after 1 month.
Yeah.
Yes,
Now,
Praful Uncle, you can please go.
Yeah. Now, anybody want to have a discussion on this point, please go ahead. Otherwise, we'll go to the second.
एक minute, Praful Uncle. I think Nilesh Bhai Kapasi is trying to speak something, but his audio is on mute. If something to be conveyed.
Yeah.
जिनेश सुरेश भाई કંઈક કહેવા માંગે સુરેશ ભાઈ
સુરેશ અંકલ
અચ્છા તમે વિચારો એની પહેલા કેવું છે કે રેઝોલ્યુશનમાં જેને વિરોધ હોય એ લોકો ખાલી હાથ ઊંચા કરે. People who are having members who are objecting for the resolution, that is, if they don't want to have AGM, they should raise their hands. If you are agreeing that we should have the AGM, then please be silent. Only people who are rejecting or objecting to the resolution, that is, they are objecting to have AGM, they should only raise their hands. જેને AGM કરવામાં વિરોધ હોય એ લોકો ખાલી હાથ ઊંચા કરે. જેને AGM કરવાની મંજૂરી હોય એ લોકો શાંતિથી બેસી જાય. Okay.
Very important thing, which, if anybody objects, please raise your hand.
Can I speak?
Yes, Ashwin.
Please.
Yes, Ashwin.
Acha. Date though mentioned as 27/2, it is open for this general body to decide either 27/2 or any other convenient date. That need not be stuck to 27/2. And once all these clarifications or objections are understood, then it should be put to vote. That is my suggestion. What I now suggest is, if everybody is okay with 27, practically is it possible? Because we are already at 26. We have exactly say about 32 days. 30 days meeting notice has to be given, even by Samaj. So if you want, you can postpone by 1 week. That is permitted, if general body so desires.
Ashwin Bhai, this is very valuable point, because tomorrow we will communicate with the Samaj, and they should also have a 30 days to be given to give a notice for the AGM or election.
Yes.
So I think this point to be considered, and we can have it, give them one week or so. So they will also think over and give a notice to everyone if they are willing to have a AGM.
It can be 6th or 13th, both are Sundays, whichever day this general body passes.
આપણે અત્યારે બધું રેગ્યુલેશન તો એ લોકોને મોકલવું પડશે અને they have to think on this. So we should give some time gap which is more reasonable as per Ashwin Bhai's suggestion.
With permission of the chair, I suggest 6th March can be considered. 6th March is a Sunday. It can be considered instead of 27th February. I suggest 6th March to be considered.
I also feel that is better.
I think
Other opinion,
13th,
please.
I think, excuse me,
13th or 20th.
Hemant Bhai Shah, I think he's raised his hand. He has something to speak.
હાય જય શ્રી કૃષ્ણ બધાને. મારું કહેવું એમ છે કે આપણે ડેટ તો સજેસ્ટ કરીએ, પણ એક ઓપ્શન એ બી આપી શકીએ કે આઈધર ધીસ ડેટ ઓર વિચ એવર ડેટ being fitted by the office bearers. We cannot bind them with the our dates, but આ ડેટ અથવા એ લોકોને જે અયોગ્ય લાગે એ ડેટમાં આપણે મીટિંગ બોલાવી.
Hemant Bhai, requesting you to please convey it again in English.
Yeah, I'm just saying that we in our resolution we are mentioning few dates, but we can give an option to the the official committee that either this date or any other date convenient to them, they can call for the meeting.
Can I
All
speak?
right. Very good suggestion. We
President,
should
can I
give them
speak?
also option.
President,
Yes.
can I speak?
Ashwin uncle, 1 minute actually. Before you, Sanjay Bhai has raised his hand. I would like to
Sanjay.
complete him and yes, Sanjay Bhai.
I am also telling the same thing. You can have the deadline as 31st March. They can have the meeting any day before 31st March. 31st March or 28th February, whichever is convenient. I think they should have 30 days. Let us propose dates, but you should have a deadline that before this date you should conduct the AGM. That is my proposal. But before 31st March, you cannot give indefinite time that they can conduct at any time.
Exactly.
Let's have the deadline as before 31st March to conduct the AGM.
Good suggestion.
Can I have a say?
Just a minute, uncle. Ashwin uncle, can you please complete? After that, I'll give you a chance.
Yeah, please.
So this is exactly what I wanted to say. You can't keep it open. If somebody chooses not to hold it for 2 years, it won't be held. So the whole purpose will be lost. So we need to say, maybe you can give 2 dates. You can give a deadline as Sanjay suggested. One of them can be accepted.
So 31st March is very perfectly timing. We are giving them almost enough time.
Probably I would suggest this way: 6th March or 13th March. That way you pass it. Not even that.
Anything. Any
Yes,
other suggestion?
Yes, Pragnay Bhai, I think you have something to speak, please. And next is Rajesh Modi uncle. I take you next.
Bharat also waiting.
Sure. Yes, Pragnay Bhai, you can speak, please. Pragnay Bhai, you can please give your opinion.
No, Bharat Bhai, you speak. You're logged in from Pragnabha's number.
See, no point in giving a longer duration of time because we want to achieve something. We just reduce the deadline. Sanjay, what he has suggested is good, but then give a deadline before March 15th. If you keep on giving more time, they will find ways to avoid.
Okay.
Yes, yes, Rajesh uncle.
Suggestion.
Can I come in, sir?
One minute, uncle. 1 minute.
Time frame नक्की करो. Deadline is 15th March. Before that, they have to fix the date.
I would. Can I?
Yes, Amrish Bhai, please.
Changing of the resolution which is proposed in REGM, is it legally valid? Will it hold good? If we have to, as per our rule 921, we should pass the resolution for which we have called for the meeting and nothing more or less. If we are changing it, is it as per the rule? Are we violating, or are we changing the resolution just for our convenience? Will be at fault? Ashwin Bhai, you can answer me. Ashwin Bhai, you can answer me if you have.
Can I go ahead? President,
Yes.
can I speak?
Yes, Ashwin uncle, please, you can speak.
Now, what is stated is you can't bring any new subject. not the change in the resolution. Change in the resolution always, any resolution is always with or without modification. That is the meaning of any resolution. What the resolution drafting person decides is not the final. The general body decides is final. So you can't bring any new subject. But this subject, any modification can be done, which is well within the rules and regulations of any general body and any resolution. So we can change the date. You can't say that apart from this, I want to add such and such things in the resolution. That you can't say.
I
Anybody
think
else?
Kamlesh Bhai has raised his hand. Kamlesh Bhai Patel, you can speak, please.
But
You have
then
to
opinion
unmute,
lay
sir.
low.
Sir, please unmute. Kamlesh Bhai, please unmute.
Hello.
Kamlesh Bhai, please unmute to speak.
Yeah,
Ji.
I agree with Ashwin Bhai and Sanjay that we give a particular date, so that makes a lot of meaning and proceed.
Sachin Bhai.
Yeah, we
Next
have
is you,
our
Sachin.
honorary advocate. I mean the members, not Samaj. Members have an honorary advocate, Mrs. Revati Ben Raichura. Je apna member bhi hai. She's a member also. Can you throw some clarity on this, Revati Ben? Can I call you in? Revati Ben.
Yeah, I think she's online. I'm just bringing her. Just a moment.
Revati Ben.
Sachin Bhai,
Yeah.
પેલા બધાનો ઓપિનિયન લઈ લો ને લાસ્ટમાં રેવતી બેન આવે તો સારું લાગે છે. વચ્ચે જેને ઓપિનિયન આપવું છે એ પેલા બોલી લે અને પછી રેવતી બેન can give opinion.
I think opinion આવી ગયું બધાનું લાગે છે. I think.
સુરેશભાઈ બાકી છે. Take a opinion from સુરેશભાઈ રાયચુરા, please.
I think Sachin Bhai, you wait for 2 minutes to bring રેવતી બેન. હજી એક બે જણાને બોલવાની ઈચ્છા છે તો બોલવા દો.
Okay, Chairman sir. Chairman sir, okay, fine, okay.
સુરેશભાઈ, please advise your opinion.
Suresh Kaka. Yes, please. Suresh Kaka, you have to unmute yourself, please.
Suresh bhai, please unmute.
His audio is not connected properly, I guess.
Yes. Suresh Kaka, your audio is not connected, Suresh Kaka. Please.
No.
No. Suresh Kaka, we'll just take you another in 2 minutes. I think Dhruv Bhai Desai has some opinion.
He can re-log in case if he has some audio connectivity issue, he can re-log in. He
Suresh
can log
Kaka,
out and log in.
Yes,
once more.
request you to please re-log in, Suresh Kaka. Dhruv Bhai, you can...
Next.
Yes, Dhruv Bhai, you can say.
Respected Chairman, all the 26 resolution people as well as all fellow members. I think by going through the letter which was given to Samaj, I think one thing repeatedly has been mentioned there saying that the EGM will be held only at the Samaj. Though there is a government structure which is come in there which says later or earlier in August saying that you can have a virtual meeting. I think the letter was on 8th of January. So as Revati Ben is here with us now, I think we should have an open forum with Revati Ben to guide all of us first to see what is the legality of what we are doing right now. Because I think they easily found out a loophole in the letter which said if they close the Samaj and we cannot have a legal meeting at all. So I think that's the first point, because then the whole exercise which we are doing will go futile if this cannot be recorded as a legal one. As per our letter. This is my submission out of what slowly after what was read by Chintan.
Sure, Dhruv bhai. When Revati Ben is on the line, we'll try to solve your query, please.
Correct.
Yes. I would like next, I think Ashok Bhai Patel has something to say. Ashok Bhai, please unmute yourself. Ashok Bhai, please unmute yourself. Ashok Bhai, તમારું વોલ્યુમ મ્યુટ ઉપર છે, પ્લીઝ અનમ્યુટ કરો પોતાને.
Yes, now you can hear?
Yes, yes, yes.
So, sir, what I'm telling, this old committee, whether they have to dissolve or how you will conduct the meeting?
Officially, they are not in the post, only they are caretaker government.
No, that is correct. But as per rules, what I am thinking, first you ask them to dissolve this old committee, then only you can proceed for new meeting.
So they are not prepared to resolve.
Then how you will proceed? Then how you will proceed?
That is why this EGM we have called, that if Samaj doesn't follow the rule, EGM can decide what is the next step for Samaj can be taken.
Yeah. That's my point. Yeah.
That is why this meeting is.
Yes,
because
yes.
they did not call the meeting,
Yeah.
so we are here to decide what next step Samaj should do.
Yes,
And
so
that is why this 27 members
you have to
joined.
give deadline 15th March or 31st March. You should not.
That will decide.
This will go 1,
Unanimously
2,
will
3, 4
decide.
months.
Barabar. You are very correct.
Yeah. Thank you.
Next is actually Naresh Bhai H. Vyas. He has given a comment over the chat. The AGM shall be conducted within 30 days from today or further time of 30 days. That's it. At any point of time, it should be before 26/3/2022 positively. I think next Yashwant Bhai has something to speak. So I'm just putting him over. Yashwant Bhai, you can just unmute yourself, please. Yashwant Bhai, you unmute yourself, please.
Now you are able to hear me, please?
Yes.
Yeah. This is regarding what question I had raised by Dhruv Desai in regarding the virtual meeting of today. Myself and some of our members, of 8 members, we had been to the register of the society where they have declared for the pandemic, all the virtual meeting has been legal. So there is nothing to worry about that. Though the dates are being for the letter dates are being different, but the virtual meeting for the pandemic is acceptable as a legal. This is from my point of view, I'm telling you, and we had experience with the register of the society also.
There is one suggestion from Ashwin Bhai to giving him some sharing right. So I would request Prakhar Bhai to give him the co-host right. So he would like to show some rules about this online meeting. So I would request Parak Bhai to give him the co-host right, please.
Not required. The message is sent to Parak. Not required.
Okay.
Parak, I have sent you the WhatsApp message. You can please screen share that.
Sure, just a minute.
Yes, please.
Yeah, it is just shared on your WhatsApp. You can please screen share.
Yes, and till that time, I think Suresh Kaka has come back over line, so we can take him and take his review.
Let us be a little fast, please.
Suresh Kaka, I would like you to speak, please. Suresh Kaka, your volume is still down, Suresh Kaka. Please try to raise the volume in the phone. No. Suresh Kaka, if you have logged in through the phone, नीचे एक mic जेवो एक option होसे. Please click over that and see that के एमा you have using your phone's mic.
અવાજ નથી સંભળાતો સુરેશભાઈ.
There will be a mic kind of an option, Suresh Kaka, at the left bottom. You can just click over it once.
By then, can we put the screen share, Parak? Till Suresh Bhai rectifies the audio.
कि 100 बार दिया? 100 कहनी है?
with the permission of the chairman, can we allow Ashwin Bhai to clarify on this point, please?
Sure.
With the
why not?
permission of the chairman.
Everyone is allowed to talk and have a clarification before we pass this resolution. Any change is to be done, we'll do it before passing. So you go ahead.
Yeah, that rule B1 which is shown here says extraordinary general body meeting shall be summoned when deemed necessary by the governing body or the president for any purpose. This meeting will only consider the business for which it is called for. So business cannot be something else, but within the business there can be always amendments. That's just
Okay, shall we move on? Further?
Suresh Kaka, can you try speaking once?
No,
Dinesh,
no.
can
we
you
are not
unmute
able
him?
to- That is Amratu.
No,
Well,
Suresh
આપણે
Kaka, we are unable to hear you, please.
આપણે આગળ જઈએ, time નો અભાવ છે.
Let us put the resolution on vote, please.
Yes, no problem.
So now finally what we are changing the date or what we did not finalize to have up to 15th of March or 31st of March, what time we should give them to decide.
My suggestion is 15th March.
Okay, next.
See, 6, 13, 20, 27. These are all Sundays. 6, 13, 20.
6th March is more than enough.
I think as per 30 days rule, 6th March will be the exact date. Like we are giving 30 days plus another week for them to.
Let other people give suggestion because the time has to be given
Yes,
to them.
I think yes,
I
I think
6th March.
Hiren Bhai Popat has some review, please.
Yeah.
Yes, Hiren uncle, you can speak. You can unmute and speak, please.
Let us try to fix up within 45 days. Maximum time limit 45 days.
13th March is Sunday.
13 to 15 doesn't make much difference.
Whatever it comes, within that period, deadline should be within that period.
That is you must barabar.
Okay.
હવે 31st March કોણે કહ્યું હતું એમનો જરા ઓપિનિયન લઈ લો.
Vijay Bhai Patel has something to speak.
Yeah.
Vijay Bhai, you can please.
પ્રફુલભાઈ મિનિમમ એઝ પર રૂલ્સ મિનિમમ પીરિયડ કેટલો આપવો પડે 1 month કે 2 month?
30 days.
No.
30 days enough from today onwards.
આમાં એવું છે વિજયભાઈ કે એ લોકોએ 1 મહિનાનો ટાઈમ આપવો જોઈએ પબ્લિકને બિફોર હેવિંગ ઇલેક્શન. એટલે 1 મહિનો એ લોકો આપવાનો હોય એને આપણે 15 days નું ગ્રેસ આપીએ છીએ કે ભાઈ આ તમે 15 દિવસમાં નક્કી કરો અને પછી 15 તારીખ સુધીમાં ઇલેક્શન ડિક્લેર કરો એમ.
એટલે વધારે ટાઈમ આપવાનો નહીં કરવામાં.
નહીં એટલા માટે જ આપણે આ ડિસ્કશન છે ને કે ક્યારે બોલાવો. That's why we are talking the 15th of March is okay or 31st March is okay. You all decide.
15th March.
Okay.
15th is okay.
Yeah, thank you.
All okay for 15th March?
Yeah, I had proposed 30. Yeah, I had proposed 31st, but it's okay. 15th March is good enough.
Okay.
Is the 15th March is on falling on Sunday? Please check.
No, it's Tuesday.
So maximum before 15th March.
Sir, we are fixing deadline of 15 March. Then let them decide whether they do it on 6th or 13th.
That's it.
Sachin Bhai, I would like you to conclude with the date, please.
The overall
draft the resolution properly and then read. Final શું થયું છે બતાવો.
ભવિક ભાઈ 15th March રાખીને તમે just વાંચી લ્યો ને. ભવિક ભાઈ.
On or before 15th March.
Bhavik bhai, can you please read that line after general body's modification?
I'm rereading the resolution number 1 after going through all these discussions. Resolution number 1, resolved to call the annual general body meeting of the Samaj on or before March 15, 2022 at premises of Sri Coimbatore Gujarati Samaj at 11 o'clock.
Fine. Now, if anybody is objecting to the resolution, please raise your hand. If anybody is objecting to resolution, please, we are moving for the approval and objection.
एक minute, Akash bhai Trivedi, he has something to speak.
Okay, before Akash bhai, last word
Yes,
from Akash
last
bhai.
from Akash bhai. Yes, please.
બોલો બોલો.
હાલો, જય શ્રી કૃષ્ણ.
Yes, sir.
સર, આ મીટિંગમાં આપણે જે રજીસ્ટ્રેશનની ડેટ તમે ફિક્સ કરો છો 15 માર્ચ, એ આપણે એને એજીએમ બોલાવવા માટેની કરીએ છીએ ને, તો પછી ઇલેક્શન માટે એ લોકો 30 દિવસનો બીજો સમય માંગશે. તો એજીએમ માટે એટલો બધો સમય આપવો મારા માટે મને થિંક લાગે છે કે યોગ્ય નથી, અને આપણે ફેબ્રુઆરી જ બેસ્ટ છે કે ભાઈ તમે ફેબ્રુઆરી પૂરી કરો અને માર્ચ પહેલા આ બધી પ્રોસેસ પૂરી થવી જોઈએ કે જેથી નવું બોડી આવે એ એનો સમાજનો સંભાળી શકે. It's too long. This 31st March, by 15 March, then after it will be decided to maybe 1 week more, and then it's calling AGM.
Yes, yes,
after
you are all
decided to election date. If we suppose the election date is decided to 45 days after, that means it's come to May, June. It's too long.
You more time they will prolong.
આકાશભાઈ તમારી વાત બરાબર છે, પણ આપણે રેઝોલ્યુશન નંબર 2 માં આ તમારો પોઈન્ટ કવર થાય છે જે એજીએમ ના દિવસે હશે, એટલે આપણે રેઝોલ્યુશન નંબર 2 લઈશું તો ક્લિયર થઈ જશે, તમારું ડાઉટ ક્લિયર થઈ જશે.
No more time delay to election.
હા, ઈ કવર થઈ જશે.
AGM and election will be handled on the same day.
Oh, thank you.
રેઝોલ્યુશન નંબર 2 માં આવે છે ઈ.
Resolution number 2 is the same.
Sachin bhai, Sachin bhai, Ashwin bhai had raised his hand. Can we just give him half a minute?
Yes, please.
Little fast, please.
Because I had raised little earlier. The point is, do you want to fix a date or you want to go on or before? That is the issue. I think because in the resolution, one can fix a date itself as 13th that give. That is my suggestion. Do not give open dates. It will complicate a bit. Now, your resolution passed with a particular date of calling for a meeting. Who's to decide? Who's to decide 15th March, before 15th March? Who's the authority to decide this? We have the decision. Put it at 13th and close the chapter.
Okay, 13th will close it.
Okay, Sachin bhai, we would like you to address it.
Yeah, so
March
it is resolved to call the AGM of the Samaj on 13th of March. It will be minuted like this. Yashwan bhai, please take a note. We have decided to go for 13th of March.
We want one proposer and one seconder, please.
Can we hear the view of
for the date?
lawyer Revati Ben?
No, finally એક વખત વાંચી જાઓ પાછા.
Resolution number 1, resolved to call the annual general body meeting of Samaj on March 13th, 2022 at the premises of Coimbatore Gujarati Samaj at 11 a.m. to transact the following agenda.
Okay, it is loud and clear. Finally, before we move the resolution, we request Revati Ben, our honorary lawyer, to
before
please give...
instead of just specifying the date, can it be on or before?
No. હમણાં ચર્ચા થઈ કે it is, let us not give them ambiguity. It should be one single message from the members of Samaj. Let us stick to one date from the members, by the members of Samaj.
Revati Ben, requesting you to please start your video so we can spotlight you.
Yeah. Unmute,
yes,
please.
Unmute. Yes.
Yeah. First and foremost, I wanted to tell you that virtual is legal. EGM, what we have conducted today, it's all legal because they have not given the space in the registered society, in the Samaj. So we have done it virtual and it is allowed. Even though if they had given the space in the Samaj, the Mislas to conduct the EGM, we can go for virtual also due to the pandemic issues. That is globally allowed. AGM also can be conducted by virtual. Our next meeting also can be conducted by virtual. Even the voting can be done e-voting. So whatever we have conducted the meeting, we have resolved that's all legal and it is recorded also. So that is not the issue. તમને કોઈને doubt હોય તો on these aspects, you all can raise your hand and ask.
Nilesh bhai.
Then should we amend the resolution that the AGM to be held either in physical or if the circumstances does not allow, it should be held in virtual mode also. should we add
Yes,
that
yes, it
phrase?
can be amended. Yes, it can be amended.
In the first resolution.
Yeah, that is good.
Yes.
That is good.
So that there is no other option, but the AGM has to be held either virtual or physical.
Yes, yes.
Then
And it can be done by e-voting also.
yes.
Yeah, that is in the next
Voting
resolution.
also can be mentioned.
Okay. Then Bhavik Bhai, I think you should again repeat the resolution with the addition of virtual mode in it.
Okay, I'll
Before that, two more doubts by somebody. Before that, after that, we'll do the final.
Hello. કોણ છે?
હેમંતભાઈ કંઈક કેવું તમને મોડું કર્યું?
બેનને એ પૂછ્યું હતું કે આપણે જે ડેટ નું આપણે ડિસ્કસ કરતા હતા ફિક્સ ડેટ આપીએ કે ફિક્સ ડેટ સાથે એ લોકોને એક ડેડલાઈન આપીએ તો બેન શું કહે છે એના ઉપર એમનું ઓપિનિયન શું છે એ પૂછ્યું. I feel that આપણે જો ફિક્સ ડેટ આપશું તો આપણે એ લોકોને ચાન્સ આપશું રિજેક્ટ કરવાનું કે ઇટ ઇઝ નોટ કન્વીનિયન્ટ બટ ઇફ યુ ગિવ ધેમ ડેટ પ્લસ લિટિલ ઓપ્શન that would be more viable. બેન એમાં
No,
જરાક આપણે
the bylaws of the Samaj says you need 30 days time to be given to have the AGM.
Yes. No, that is for
So
the
it can be a fixed date.
No, that is for the committee for them it is 30 days. But we are proposing to the Samaj committee that you have to call AGM on or before this date. If you give the fixed date, they may reject. No, that day is not convenient for us. So
100% they will reject. 100% they will not agree.
So we give them an option of open date, fixed date plus within before this date. So that will be more. We give them little leverage and it will be good for us. Legally, I'm just telling that.
And legally, if you see, they have no locus standi to consider. If you go to see legally, they have no locus standi. We are just given them as a caretaker. I mean, they cannot tell that they are president, secretary.
That's exactly why I said who's to decide which date. So it is general body which is deciding. Why give it open?
The members of the Samaj will decide.
They have no right.
Members
are. I don't have
Ashwin bhai, I agree with you. That's the correct point.
Hemant bhai, that time they'll say I don't have right to decide, so I keep quiet.
Yes.
So you change the date and close the chapter. Don't give any ambiguity.
Okay. Now I got it. Thank you.
I think all are clear on the subject. Thank you, Revativan. Shall we move on?
Has one doubt. I think he's raised his hand.
Anyway, next resolution will be quicker because એમાં કઈ બહુ છે નહીં.
Yes, Dhruv bhai, you can speak.
Yeah. Revati Babu, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Signal.
Dhruv bhai, I think your signal is down. Till that time, I think we have
Naren bhai Dave.
Yes, please. Naren bhai, you can speak.
Just that saying, because the strong point which they had, and they've taken the decision of just locking the Samaj today, and the just saying because we have very clearly just mentioned that it was a very easy way for them to read that, pick up that line and say, just keep the Samaj closed today. It's a national holiday. We have COVID.
As legally, I will say
so
it
everything
can
else
lead to
done.
criminal action. Dhruv, as per legally, if you go to see that what they have done today, it is a criminal action has to be taken against them who has done has locked the Samaj.
So that, and the other point with Bhavik,
But
right?
today the agenda,
Please
is
don't
not this.
don't go beyond the agenda. Please stick on agenda.
Yes.
I request everyone, please stick on agenda. Don't go beyond agenda.
Mr. ND want to speak something.
Please.
Mr. ND.
આપણે મેઇન તો આ જો પહેલું જે રેઝોલ્યુશન છે એ બરાબર કરેક્ટ કરીને એક વખત વાંચી જાઓ તો એને આપણે પાસ.
Before that, chairman sir, last
person. Naren bhai.
Yes, sir.
Yes, please.
મારો સવાલ રેવતીબેન છે. As such, we have seen by today's action, લોકો સમાજ બંધ કરી દીધો હતો, and we were helplessly we hold the meeting online. Today we have passed this resolution also. If they do not abide to this resolution, what will be our next action of
E-voting.
we can
It
take
will be a
criminal
legal
action.
proceedings. Legal
Legal,
proceedings.
yeah.
Next is only legal.
That's
We
true,
should
madam.
not go on Zoom meeting.
Up to
We
now
have to
also
take
legally
legal
we
action.
have served them notice, we have replied them, but literally if we see the Samaj has been hijacked.
Hmm.
Am I right?
Yes.
In
Yes.
spite of that,
Please, Niran bhai, don't go beyond the.
Stick to the agenda, please.
Can I
Niran bhai,
complete
please,
the
a
revised
small request.
Discussing
આપણે
correctly.
resolution ની બહાર વાત કરવાની મર્યાદા નથી.
Yes, please.
Rajesh bhai, don't interfere.
Yes, please.
We are going out of line.
I would request everybody
Dinesh,
to
you
please
can mute
stay in the
everyone,
agenda.
and
Yes, I have
I
muted
will just
everyone.
read the revised
Yeah,
resolution.
just a minute. I think Manish bhai, you want to speak up something, or we can go with the agenda?
Yes,
The last one.
yeah. Since there is a lot of deliberation on this point, on Samaj being locked, please take it up separately under the agenda with the permission of the chair, that under any other matter, which is not subject, so with the permission of chair, you can have any other matter, and in that, we all the members who are present today will jointly voice our opinion that whatever action taken by the Samaj is not accepted by the members present, and suitable action may be taken as per the permission of the committee, which will be formed. So that can be whatever discussion you want to have on the Samaj being locked, we can under any other matter and record the objection for that. That is my suggestion.
Sure,
actually,
sure, Manish bhai.
Sir,
I think Bhavik, sorry.
No, before Bhavik, let me reply to Manish bhai. Today is a extraordinary general body meeting only to consider 3 resolutions, and we don't have the powers to have discussion on any of the subjects. So for that, we'll have a separate EGM if you require.
With the because today the doors were locked, so we do not want to digress from the main subject. So with the permission of the chair, you can have any other matter as a subject and mention that the members are not happy with the action taken by the so-called caretaker body in not allowing the members to enter.
Okay, Amrish bhai, anybody?
Okay.
I can tell you. Can I speak?
Ashwin
uncle, just a minute. We'll just pass the first resolution and then we'll take it in the second round.
We'll discuss the
Yes.
last.
I would like Bhavik bhai, request
Bhavik
Bhavik bhai to please
read out the resolution.
Read out the resolution.
Before Bhavik bhai reads out, after Bhavik bhai reads out this resolution, he will only read the first line. After that, any member has got any objection, please raise your hand. If you are approving it, if you are okay with it, please be silent. Bhavik bhai આ resolution વાંચશે, એના પછી કોઈને આ resolution ઉપર કઈ વિરોધ હોય કે objection હોય તો please તમારો હાથ ઉપર કરજો. You give a thumbs up or something. और તમને આ resolution માન્ય હોય, તમે approve કરતા હો કે general body થવી જોઈએ તો શાંતિથી બેઠા રહેજો, કાંઈ કરતા નહીં. જેને વિરોધ હોય ઈ માત્ર તમારો hand raise કરે. Okay, over to Bhavik bhai.
Sachin bhai, 1 minute with your permission, with the chair. જેને objection resolution માટે આવવું જોઈએ, એટલે AGM conduct ન કરવા માટેનું objection, એના માટે ખાલી ઈ લોકો વિરોધ નોંધાવે, બાકી નહીં.
AGM conduct કરવા માટે વિરોધ.
હા, yes.
Okay.
Any clarity આપજો.
Please speak in English.
People who are see, the first resolution is that today we have resolved to conduct AGM on 13th March. That is our resolution we are going to propose. If anybody has got objection, okay, no, this I don't accept 13th March or I don't accept AGM, then they have to raise their hand. If they are okay with it, be silent.
Bhavik bhai, requesting you to please read.
Bhavik bhai, please read the resolution.
Resolution number 1, resolved to call for the annual general body meeting of the Samaj on March 13th, 2022, either in physical or virtual or hybrid mode, to transact the following agenda.
Now that we are moving the resolution, we'll give 10 seconds, 10 to 15 seconds. If anybody has any objection, कोई ना कोई विरोध हो, please raise your hands. Only people who are having any objection to the resolution, please raise your hands.
Add the word at 11 a.m. Please add the time.
Yeah.
At
At
11
11 time add કરી દેજો. 11
કોઈને
AM.
વિરોધ હોય,
Okay.
સભ્યો કોઈને
Resolution
વિરોધ
number
હોય.
1, resolved to call the annual general body meeting of the Samaj on March 13th, 2022 at 11 a.m. either in physical mode or virtual mode or hybrid mode, to transact the following agenda.
So કોઈને objection કે વિરોધ હોય, anybody's got objection, please raise your hand, or else we'll consider it as approved. Resolution is approved. We'll give 10 seconds from here. Jinesh bhai, after 10 seconds, please prompt.
Yes, please. I have not received anybody's.
Okay, now request of chairman.
You can go ahead.
There is no objection to the resolution. So shall we please take this, please move this resolution, chairman sir. There is no objection. Mute, unmute please.
Praful bhai, your volume is not clear. Unmute kar do Praful.
Jitesh, you can unmute him, please.
Yeah, I'm just. Yes.
Yeah, I am not able to do it from here.
Yes, uncle, you are unmuted.
હવે આપણે આમાં એવું છે કે આ રેઝોલ્યુશન વંચાઈ ગયું છે, કોઈનો ઓબ્જેક્શન નથી, એટલે આ રેઝોલ્યુશન આપણે પાસ કરવાનું હોય, એક જણ પ્રપોઝ કરે અને બીજો કોઈ સેકન્ડ કરે અને આ રેઝોલ્યુશન આપણે પાસ કરીએ. પ્લીઝ.
I propose.
In English, please.
Please tell with your name, please.
Anup Sundrani.
Rajan Shah, I propose. I seconded.
Rajan Shah and Anubhai Sundrani have proposed, seconded by
Hiten Popat.
Seconded, Nayan Nagda.
Seconded by Hiten Popat and Nayan Nagda. Yes, please. The resolution stands to be passed.
Okay, first
Now this resolution is passed.
Sachin bhai, 1 minute, please. Chairman, with your permission, we are 156 members as of now when the resolution was passed, and it is unanimously passed by 156. Please make a note, 156 members have been available on the platform when this resolution number 1 is passed. Over to you, Chairman, sir.
Yeah, now we'll go for the next resolution. Please read it.
Thank you, Chairman sir. May I request our Bhavik Bhai Nomia to please read the resolution number 2.
Resolution number 2, resolved to call the annual general body meeting of the Samaj on 13th March 2022 as proposed in the above resolution number 1, and to transact the following agenda along with the above agenda. 1. To elect for a period of 3 years, 2021 to 2024, the President, the Secretary, the Treasurer, and 12 governing body members of Sri Coimbatore Gujarati Samaj on the day of AGM as per the clause 8B of the rules of the Samaj. Agenda number 2, to elect for a period of 3 years, 2022, 23, 24, the 3 trustees of Sri Baldev Das Kikani Vidya Mandir Trust from its members on the day of AGM as per the clause 8C of the rules of the Samaj.
આમાં કોઈને કઈ બહુ ડાઉટ નહીં હોય, છતાંય કોઈને કઈ હોય તો પ્લીઝ પૂછી દો. It is pretty clear. If anybody has got any doubt, please raise your hand.
આપણે પહેલા જે રેઝોલ્યુશન પાસ કર્યું એના સબસિક્વન્ટલી આ રેઝોલ્યુશનમાં આપણે ઇલેક્શન 13મી તારીખે કરવાનું એવું જ છે. એમાં આઈ ડોન્ટ થિંક બીજું કઈ એડ છે. સચિનભાઈ.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I agree with Chairman. The second resolution is regarding the holding of elections for both governing body of Samaj and 3 trustees of SCGS Trust. Yeah. So if anybody has got any doubts,
we'll hold for 10 seconds, Sachin bhai.
Yeah. Because it's pretty clear. આમાં બહુ કઈ છે નહીં, છતાંય it's open for any doubts.
No, કોઈને પણ કઈ ઓપિનિયન આપવો તો આપી શકે છે, પ્લીઝ. No objection, no this thing.
No objection, Sachin bhai. So I would like.
No. Sorry, I told them if anybody has got any doubts, we give them time. Now that subject is over. There, nobody has got any doubts. So
Take
therefore,
a
we'll go
minute.
for.
I think Ashok M. Patel has some doubt. He's raised his hand. Ashok bhai. Please unmute yourself, Ashok bhai. Yes, Ashok. Ashok bhai, please unmute yourself.
Sir, excuse me, out
Yes,
of our members, how many has to attend the meeting, AGM meeting, and how you will conduct? Because so many people, they don't come on Zoom meeting. So what is your idea regarding this?
Sachin bhai, your
No other
answer.
choice. બીજું કઈ રસ્તો હોય તો બતાવો અશોકભાઈ.
No, no, then you have to go physically and they have to open the doors. You should not go on Zoom. That you have to take any action, legal action, that is immaterial. But if you want to conduct, members should be there to attend the meeting. Without that, how you will do the meeting?
That is what, Ashok uncle, I think we have, our advocate
first
has given
resolution
an
we have
option as hybrid. So it
Yeah,
is
double option, Chair, double option.
double option.
Hybrid
It
is what?
Yes, hybrid
Please
means
explain.
you can
triple
be
option.
available at physical, Zoom and online voting. All the three
Online,
options
how
are
many people will do? That's my
there.
problem.
Physical also is available. You have three
Physical,
options in
see,
hybrid.
physical, when Samaj is not open, where they will vote?
We'll cross the bridge, sir, when we
The
come.
resolution passed.
Yeah, because now you have to think, that is, I am telling, you have to think better.
I think Revati Ben has raised her hand, so I think she has something to revert.
Yeah.
In this, I want to answer, Amma, you can create a separate website
Yeah.
at that time. If physical is not possible, we will know the situation. We need to create a separate website for election.
અશોકભાઈનું કેવું એવું છે, અશોકભાઈનું એવું કેવું છે કે બધાને આ ઓપરેટ કરતા આવડતું નથી અને આ જે ફિઝિકલ હોય તો જ પોસિબલ થાય એમ એમનું કહેવાનું છે.
So whether you can this meeting you can
લગભગ 200
conduct
જણા
somewhere
ભાગ લઈ
out
શકે.
of Samaj or what? Out of Samaj you cannot conduct meeting. That you have to decide.
સમાજ પરમિશન આપે અને એ લોકો
No, permission.
કોઓપરેટ કરે
Members will
તો જ
give.
આ થાય.
Who is the Samaj? Members are the Samaj. They have
That
to
is you are
decide.
saying. They should say no.
No. Why they have to decide first. Then only you can conduct meeting.
નહીં અશોકભાઈનું કેવું એમ છે કે ફિઝિકલ કરો તો જ સારું. આ તો એનું ઓપ્શન
સારું નહીં, બધાને કન્વીનિયન્ટ નથી. That's why my point.
બરાબર છે. તો એનો રસ્તો તો હવે આપણે વકીલ સાહેબને પૂછીએ મેડમ.
Yeah. You have to
I think
decide.
let's pass the resolution and then discuss that.
પેલા
resolution pass kar liye, પછી discuss that.
Hello, this
We have
this
got
subject
Nilesh
is.
Bhai's hand raised.
But this point you have to know.
Nilesh Bhai's hand raised. Can
Okay,
we go to
Nilesh Bhai and Suren Bhai Shah.
Jinesh
Saurin
Bhai,
Bhai?
all
Yes,
of you,
Sachin
please
bhai.
wait. How to move as per the rules of Samaj, how to carry on these first two resolutions is in the third resolution. That time we'll discuss. Right now we'll finish the second resolution. That is my request.
Now you have to
Humble
think
request.
better.
GM ને ચર્ચા કરો
Sachin,
તો એ third resolution માં
All
આવશે
Zoom
એટલે કહું છું. First and
Sachin,
second
1
માં આવશે.
minute. I want to say the Ashok bhai the same thing. First pass the resolution, then again ask him to come for the further meeting and discuss the point. First
No,
pass the
how many
resolution.
times people will come Zoom meeting, yaar? How many times people will come?
No, we'll discuss this third resolution. Third
We
resolution માં
can
આ
discuss
subject
it
છે, we'll
first.
discuss. Third resolution માં આ subject છે, we'll discuss.
Okay.
First let us
Complete the second resolution.
Sir, Sachin bhai, you are going very slow. This is not a slow word. Everything
Yes,
is
sir.
on fast.
I understand. But first we'll finish this second part, then
Yeah,
third
yeah,
part
okay.
is automatic. Okay, now all the four members who want to speak, we request you to wait for the next resolution. Now on behalf of all the members, I move the second resolution. I request Bhavik Bhai to please. once
Sachin
again
Bhai, just a
speak.
minute.
Sachin bhai, you
Ek
need
જ
to
minute,
approve.
Sachin bhai. Ek જ minute. Yes, Sachin Bhai, you can speak.
Yeah, on behalf of all the members, I would like, on the permission of chairman, we are moving this resolution number 2. I request Bhavik Bhai to please read the resolution. After his, we'll have a pause of 10 seconds, we'll have a gap. If anybody's got any objection in conducting the election of school and Samaj, they have to raise their hand. Bhavik Bhai મોમે resolution વાંચશે, એના પછી કોઈને વિરોધ હોય આ સેકન્ડ resolution ઉપર જે કહે છે કે AGM ના દિવસે સમાજના ગવર્નિંગ બોડી ઇલેક્શન અને કિકાની સ્કૂલ ઇલેક્શન બી સાથે થવું જોઈએ. ઈ રેઝોલ્યુશન ઈ કરવામાંથી કોઈને વિરોધ હોય તો પ્લીઝ હાથ ઊંચો કરો. તો હમણાં જે હાથ ઊંચો કરે પ્લીઝ unraise your hand. After that we have to go for passing. Bhavik Bhai, please proceed.
You want me to read it again?
1 minute.
No, just the top line.
1 minute, Bhavik Bhai. Jignesh Bhai, you please remove the hand mark because now
Yes,
we are
yes.
going for, now you can get Bhavik Bhai. Please,
Yes.
thank you very much.
You can
number
just
2.
in shortcut you can finish shortcut. Okay.
Resolution number 2, resolved to call the annual general body meeting of the Samaj on 13th March 2022 as proposed in the above resolution number 1 and to transact the following agenda along with the above agenda. Agenda 1, to elect for a period of 3 years 2021 to 24 the president, the secretary, the treasurer and 12 governing body members of Shri Coimbatore Gujarati Samaj on the day of the AGM as per the clause 8B of the rules of the Samaj. Agenda 2, to elect for a period of 3 years 2022, 23 and 24 the 3 trustees for Shri Baldevdas Kikani Vidya Mandir Trust from its members on the day of the AGM as per the clause 8C of the rules of the Samaj.
Now 10 seconds. If anybody got any objection, કોઈને કાંઈ વિરોધ હોય તો 10 સેકન્ડ માં હાથ ઊંચા કરો. વિરોધ હોય તો સજેશન ડાઉટ ના માટે નહીં. ડાઉટ માટે હાથ.
Akash Bhai has raised his hand.
We'll check before we note down.
Hello. Sir, only for 13th March is not be fixed before or maximum 30th March. એક જ ફિક્સ ડેટ નહીં આપો. Is last date of 13 March.
આપણે રેઝોલ્યુશન પાસ કરી લીધું છે 13th માર્ચ
પતી ગયું છે, સબ્જેક્ટ પતી ગયું છે.
That subject is over.
બીજું જે રેઝોલ્યુશન લાવો છો એમાં is call to 30th March would be
Yes, because the date has been decided, sir.
First
13th March is
last date. Before that you can be handing, no? So we not be 13th or before.
No.
Is last
resolution. વડીલ મારી વાત સાંભળો. ફર્સ્ટ રેઝોલ્યુશનમાં એમ નક્કી કર્યું કે AGM 13 તારીખે. એટલે સેકન્ડ રેઝોલ્યુશનમાં એમ છે કે AGM ના દિવસે જ ઇલેક્શન થવું જોઈએ. એટલે AGM નો દિવસ 13 તારીખ નક્કી થઈ ગયું છે. તો 13 તારીખે જ આવીને બે સાથે થવું જોઈએ ઇલેક્શન. એટલે આમાં આપણી પાસે બીજો ઓપ્શન નથી. AGM ના દિવસે થવું જોઈએ બે ઇલેક્શન.
We have given the final date.
I request our chairman to move resolution number 2 for approval.
હવે બધાએ આમાં કોઈનું ઓબ્જેક્શન નું મને લાગે છે હાથ ઊંચો થયો નથી. એટલે આપણે આ રેઝોલ્યુશન યુનાનિમસલી બધાએ પાસ કર્યું છે એમ. We will go ahead and I request someone to propose and second and pass the resolution.
Yashwant Dave proposed.
Jiten Dand seconds.
Yashwant Bhai Dave has proposed and Jiten Bhai Dand has seconded the resolution. I request
Chairman,
you.
with your permission, Chairman, with your permission, 148 members are there who have unanimously passed this resolution number 2. I repeat, 148 members are there and they have unanimously passed the resolution number 2. Over to you.
We will pass the resolution and go for the third one.
Okay, thank you, Chairman sir. Thank you all. Now, on behalf of members, I once again I would like to inform that we have today adopted and approved, and whatever the wordings I don't know, we have adopted and approved the resolution number 1 and number 2 unanimously. After that, now we are heading towards resolution number 3. That is the last resolution of today's AGM. Ana pachi can change subject. So for the reading of the last resolution number 3, I request our Bhavik Bhai to please read the resolution number 3.
Resolution number 3, resolved to follow all the procedures as required under the rules of Samaj in carrying out the above resolutions number 1 and 2.
તો થેન્ક યુ ભાવિકભાઈ. એ ગુજરાતીમાં કહું તો આપણે જે પહેલા બે રેઝોલ્યુશન પાસ કર્યા હતા 1 and 2 એ આવીને રિઝોલ્વ કર્યું છે, પણ એના માટે જે રૂલ્સ ફોલો કરવાના છે, જે પ્રોસિજર્સ ફોલો કરવાના છે સમાજના રૂલ મુજબ, એના માટે આજે થર્ડ રેઝોલ્યુશન છે. સો આપણે એમ નક્કી કરીએ કે સમાજના રૂલ્સ પ્રમાણે આપણે બધા બે રેઝોલ્યુશન આપણે ફોલો કરશું. કેન યુ જસ્ટ એલેબોરેટ અમરીશભાઈ this resolution number 3?
એની અંદર એવું છે કે આપણે આ બે રેઝોલ્યુશન પાસ કરીને સમાજને આપણે આપીએ છીએ, અને ઇન ધ ઇવેન્ટ અઝ્યુમિંગ કે they conduct the meeting as scheduled by the EGM કે બનાવ્યું છે, then things are okay. In the event that doesn't happen, એ કદાચ ના થાય, then this EGM is deciding to take the required course of action as the case may be.
As per the rules of Samaj.
As per the rules of Samaj, yes.
Amrish bhai, can you please say that in English again? In English again.
I repeated in English anyway. I'll tell you again. આપણે એવું છે કે these two resolutions are passed unanimously and sent to Samaj, and the dates are fixed, and they have been asked to conduct the AGM as well as the election. In the event, in the unforeseen circumstances, this doesn't happen, this AGM is deciding to take suitable action further required as per the rules of Samaj.
Any doubts?
Am
Yeah,
I clear?
pretty clear.
Can we have the resolution number 3 on the screen, please?
I don't think anybody will objection for the for last resolution. So
છતાંય કોઈને ડાઉટ હોય તો પૂછી લે.
હા પૂછી લે.
આપણે વાંચી જવું. It is better to read resolution number 3, please, with the permission of the chair.
ભાવિકભાઈ.
One more time.
ભાવિકભાઈ.
હવે ભાવિકભાઈ ઊંઘમાં પણ બોલશે રેઝોલ્યુશન, તમે ચિંતા નહીં કરો.
Resolution number 3, resolve to follow all the procedures as required under the rules of Samaj in carrying out the above resolutions number 1 and 2.
કોઈને કઈ ડાઉટ હોય તો પ્લીઝ રેઝ યોર હેન્ડ. If any doubts, please raise your hand.
ભાવિકભાઈ એની નીચેનું બી જરા વાંચી જાઓ. સમાજ એટલે કયું સમાજ, એનું બી જરા ડીનોટ એને આપી દેજો ને પ્લીઝ.
એની નીચેનો એમની પાસે નથી લાગે છે.
નહીં, આપણી સ્ક્રીનમાં છે.
You can read it, Sachin bhai. You can read it.
ક્યાં છે?
છે ભાવિકભાઈ can go through the screen also.
We are
સમાજ એટલે
hereby-
ગુજરાતી સમાજ. ભાવિકભાઈ.
Yeah, okay. You want me to read the resolution through
Yes.
3 mentioning Gujarati Samaj?
Yes.
Okay, resolution number 3, resolve to follow all the procedures as required under the rules of Coimbatore Gujarati Samaj in carrying out the above resolutions number 1 and 2.
Can I
It
come
is
in?
very clear.
Can I come in?
I think Ashwin uncle has something to say.
No, I'm adding to one or two other people who spoke, including Mr. Manish Vyas, as to though we can't take any other subject other than what is mentioned, and this is a cover-all situation. You have to think, what if the caretaker committee which is present now does not adhere to the resolution passed by this EGM, that can be considered here.
That is what Amrishbhai also told. Amrishbhai also told. As per the rules of Samaj, we will adopt the procedures.
We have to follow the procedures as required.
Yeah.
Now better not discuss all this in this meeting.
Yes,
We have a
exactly.
separate Zoom meeting for that.
Yes, exactly, sir. એમાં ડિટેલ કરવાની જરૂર નથી. Let us not elaborate, they will not do it. આપણે એમ જ માનીને ચાલવાનું છે કે it will be done, and let us follow in good faith કે ભાઈ આ meeting આપણી AGM થશે. In the event things doesn't happen, then we have to think the next course of action. We have to discuss separately, and that is not on this resolution. એટલે આપણે એના ઉપર અત્યારે ચર્ચા કરવાનો કોઈ point નથી.
Nothing. You are very correct.
So we will follow the
Hemant
procedure
bhai,
as required as per the rules of Samaj. That is the
That's
third resolution.
very simple as that. બસ એટલું જ એમાં બધું આવી જાય છે. It covers everything and anything.
Yeah, એટલે future course of action ની આ ઈંધાણી છે. જરૂર પડે
Yes,
તો.
exactly.
I request chairman to take the resolution number 3 for approval.
just a
Before
minute.
that,
I
one-
think
but somebody
Hemant bhai has to speak something. Hemant bhai Shah.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. I'm also saying that only. Let's pass this resolution and then let chairman adjourn the meeting. Then we can discuss about the other issues, whether the Samaj officers will adhere to our notice or not. That we can discuss informally after the meeting is adjourned. Sir,
I think that we will have separate meeting.
Hemant bhai, I would add, with the permission of chairman, see, let us not jump the gun. As I said, आपने थोड़ा cooling time आपिए. We'll let us these resolutions be sent to the Samaj. Let us see the reactions, how they want to take it forward, and then we'll have a separate meeting on this matter, and then decide the next course of action, sir. Yeah, that's correct. That's correct.
I think Revati Ben has to say something. We can take last words from Revati Ben, and then the resolution will be passed.
That is right. We'll have to just inform the Samaj that these are the resolution passed, and a copy to be given to the register also.
That can be done.
Yeah, all the legal formalities are to be followed, madam. Otherwise, it is not will not be in order. આપણે જે legal
Just to inform the Samaj and
Yes.
to the register also. A
Exactly.
copy to the register.
Yeah, we send to the Samaj in registered post, that also hand deliver. Both we should do.
Yes, both. And even to the register hand and registered post.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
I ask Praful bhai to please propose the resolution.
Now, this third resolution also has been approved by everyone. So let us give 10-second time. If any objection, please raise your hand. Otherwise, we will pass this resolution and go ahead.
You will have to add, no, what Revati Ben said, you have to add that to take necessary steps, including including passing of this information of the decision of this event to be given to various authorities. That needs to be added.
Yeah, it will be done. We'll follow the rules and
We will follow, don't worry.
We'll go ahead.
No, the rule doesn't have the rule to say that you can give to register. I'm sorry. That's why I added. The rules of the Samaj is how to function. Now you are talking outside the rules of Samaj, that you need to send it to register of society. That needs to be added in the resolution.
So what is your suggestion?
You have to amend this a bit more.
Please
including-
focus on the કોણ વાત કરે છે પહેલા
Ashwin bhai, just a minute.
Layout it be better. You bring that resolution back, you can say what it can be added.
Ashwin uncle, please start your video so I can spotlight.
Sorry.
Because I didn't know who's talking.
I'm so sorry. I think you could bring out the resolution. Maybe few words can be added.
એમાં શું એડ કરવું છે તમારા હિસાબે અશ્વિનભાઈ?
Resolution layout. Is the resolution put up? I'll add it.
Yeah, please, one more time, you read it, please.
Bhavik bhai.
No, not all these. Only the resolution number 3. Resolved to follow all the procedures required and the rules of the Samaj in carrying out the above resolutions and such other actions, including submission of all these resolutions to the concerned authorities. You can add that.
એમાં એડ કરવું પડે?
તો તમે કરી શકો, because that is not permitted.
Ashwin bhai, can you go slow? I will add it up.
Yeah. Resolved to follow all the procedures required and the rules of Samaj in carrying out above resolution 1 and 2, and to take necessary actions.
And to take necessary actions.
Including submissions of these resolutions.
Submission of these resolutions
And actions thereof, subsequent actions thereof,
and
subsequent actions thereof,
yeah,
to various authorities. That's all.
okay. You want me to read it? Yeah,
So
resolution
the
number
others-
3, resolved to follow all the procedures as required under the rules of Coimbatore Gujarati Samaj in carrying out the above resolutions number 1 and 2, and to take necessary actions, including submission of these resolutions and subsequent actions thereof to the various authorities.
We can add various relevant authorities.
Okay, that's fine. We can add.
So this is final.
Okay. તો કોઈને કઈ objection હોય તો please next 5 to 10 seconds માં હાથ ઊંચા કરો. If anybody's got any objections of the third resolutions, please raise your hand within next 10 seconds.
No one has raised their hand, Sachin bhai. You can please take it.
Okay.
I
So
request
now
chairman to proceed for approval.
Yeah.
Yeah, I request this resolution to be passed, and somebody should propose and somebody should second. So we will go ahead passing this.
I propose.
I second.
Suresh Bhai Raichura has proposed the resolution and Anup Bhai Sundrani has seconded the resolution. Yashwant Bhai, I think you have taken a note.
Yeah. So we all
At this
take
juncture,
resolution as passed.
With the permission of the chair, we are 143 members present, unanimously passed this resolution number 3. I repeat, 143 members present, unanimously passed this resolution number 3. Thank you. Over to you, Chairman.
So we have passed all the 3 resolutions. Now, according to your agenda, what is the next?
Yeah, as per the agenda, we have we are concluded the 99% part of the meeting. All the 3 resolutions have been adopted. Now it's going to be vote of thanks. So I would request after the vote of thanks, we'll being a Republic Day, we'll have national anthem. So we'll go for the vote of thanks. We can combine the vote of thanks with the concluding address by the chairman. So may I request the chairman to deliver the vote of thanks, also the concluding address.
આજે આપણે EGM સારી રીતે કનેક્ટ કરી અને બધા ભાઈઓએ સારો સાથ આપ્યો છે અને આપણે અકોર્ડિંગ ટુ ધી રૂલ્સ એન્ડ રેગ્યુલેશન થી આપણે આ રેઝોલ્યુશન પાસ કર્યું છે અને આપણે we will send this resolution to Gujarati Samaj with positive thinking. And I pray God that they also take this resolution as positive and support to the whole Samaj and cooperation, and we'll see that some good result should come. We all pray God. Om.
Thank you. So before now we are coming to the last part of the EGM. Thank you one and all for participating. બધા મેમ્બર ને ખૂબ ખૂબ આભાર. બધા 27 મેમ્બર વતી મીટિંગમાં ભાગ લીધો. હવે આપણે નેશનલ રાષ્ટ્રગાન તરફ જઈ રહ્યા છે. નોર્મલી સમાજની મીટિંગ પછી નીચે જમવા જતા હોય, પણ આજે આપણે સૌના ઘરે જમી લેશું. હવે I request Parag bhai to go for the national anthem. After that we can leave the meeting. After that.
Yeah, in a minute I'll be playing the national.
Okay, Divesh bhai, anything to add? Amrish bhai, anything to add?
All fine.
Now
all
at
very
this
well.
at this juncture also, we are about 138 members participants in the Zoom meeting room while we are concluding the meeting with the vote of thanks.
Let us not leave this meeting before the national anthem. That is a humble request. Request Yashwan Bhai to please record the minutes of the today's meeting.
આજે સારા દિવસે આપણે બધા લોકો ભારત માતા की બધા
જય.
ભારત માતાની જય બોલો ભારત માતા की
Jai. Request chairman, there are 2-3 suggestions on the chat also I have received. Kaushik Bhai Mawani has said, let's share the recording of this video to Samaj Working Committee.
Right. Next.
Sir, all this will be taken care of as per your
Yes,
suggestion.
and there is one more
Jinesh bhai, sorry, if you can please unmute yourself.
like Naresh Bhai Kumar H. Vyas, copy to register or competent authority shall be added. So this thing has been discussed. It was in the chat. I had to read it out. Thank you.
Over to Parag for the national anthem.
Yes, we are ready with the national anthem. Just a second.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ गंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Jai Hind. The requisition extraordinary general body meeting is hereby adjourned. Thank you.
Jai Hind. Bye guys. Best wishes.
Okay. Thank you.
Jai
Bye bye.
Hind.
I request the technical team to be in the room. I request the technical team and the volunteers to be in the room.
Thank you everyone. Thank you everybody and good job Sachin bhai and team.
Thank you. Thank you. सबका साथ सबका विकास.
Thank you.
समाज का साथ समाज मेंबर्स का साथ समाज का विकास.
चलो बधाने जय श्री कृष्ण जय जिनेंद्र.
जय जिनेंद्र.
So okay. Bye everyone. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
So no.
દિવેશભાઈ શું કરવું છે આપણે પતી ગયું ને
દિવેશભાઈ ટેકનિકલ ટીમ ને ખાલી વેઇટ કરવા કીધું છે એટલે
દિવેશભાઈ ભૂખ લાગી છે.
Just 2 minutes આપણે technical team discussion લઈ લઈએ એટલે પછી how will we take it forward from here એના પછી easy.
સચિનભાઈ I think આપણે recording we can off it and even YouTube stream.
Yeah,
that
Parag, you can